Not everyone is nice at drive tests. It would appear so. How tool in several places the ordinary motorist has a 4 persons in 5 opportunity of fleeting. In other, it's less than rather than 1 in 3. On to the newest statistics. For April to December 2018, Britain's highest undergo bet is at the Drive Testing Centre in Inveraray, in Argyll and Bute, wherever 84.9% of learners omitted their L plates. The minimum, meantime, is the Hall Testing Centre in Polar Birmingham, at 29.6%. At first slide, it appears undergo rates are usually high in village areas and reduce in lively cities. The might audio evident, less than traffic and less hazards. But drive instructors say it may be more than facility rather than the. In Pitlochry, Perthshire, the undergo bet down there is 78.5%. It is one of the highest in the nation, though the testing centre is little in an ordinary of 11 learners meeting the examination every monthly. Is the top undergo bet since of the village installation? Certainly via the winter it's an facilitating location to undergo, told Pitlochry teacher Karen Aiken. It's really peaceful. But in the summer, it's worst rather than drive in the centre of London, that I've made. Since we are a visitor city, the location is rising. And drive via the major road is love fleeing the structure. Human beings are not very charming, their brains, they are on feast. Human beings go out in the medium of the way, take pictures. Down there are lot of tourists who are drive. They don't aware wherever they are departure. It can be extremely dangerous. She says in more than village testing centers, the hazards are various, for sample bad parking lot, narrower roads, automotive engineering and cyclists. Interestingly, a pair of human beings who I include learned say drive in Pitlochry is 10 times stronger rather than in Glasgow, she told. In Glasgow they are next the man in front line, because in Pitlochry down there are not as lot traffic lights, so at the intersection the student has to do the judgment by themselves. Nearly 400 miles off, Gazebo Testing Centre in southward East London is closed the some end of the scope. It has a undergo bet of fair 33.8%. August recent year was especially poor, while just 28.5% of the 403 candidates controlled to trench the L plates. Teacher Monica Diagat, of Gazebo, believes human beings just go to the testing too quickly. We include a really big mix of lot nationalities, and several human beings' beliefs of standards are not the identical, she told. You include to do certainly you're at a nice quite norm of drive to undergo the testing. Meantime, one teacher of Birmingham, wherever undergo rates are under ordinary at all testing centres and as low as 29% at one, told he did not believe this norm of manual in Birmingham is really nice. He accused the motorist and car standards agents checks. Instructors are required to supply a class by surveillance each 4 persons year, for creature not strict quite. And the teacher, who did not wish to be mentioned, told he believed 50% of the instructors in the region should not be training. Lot do not thoroughness on receive students via the testing, he told, but are making it cleanly for the cash. DVSA approved drive teacher archivist Jackie Tillen told it monitors this productivity and norm of manual. Wherever instructors are earning candidates to testing at an poor standard, our coercion link will explore and assist bring up them, in procedure to reach top experience. On to the AA Drive High School, though the highest undergo rates tend to be in village areas and the minimum in city areas, the distinction should not be exclusively ascribed to the kind of traffic. Down there are perhaps some public factors how may be game a portion in the undergo rate difference, it told. So our student drivers flock to village Scotch areas, in an force to increase their chances? The DVSA doesn't trust so. All candidates are evaluated to the identical standard and the outcome of their testing is completely dependent on their productivity on the date, told head drive tester Mark Wynne told. It's significant how all drivers show they include the order skills, expertise, and relation to driving reliably. This motorist test and learning mode tests candidates' capacity to driving reliably and crucially as so as manufacturing. Certainly they aware the theoretical over secure drive.